This is Stirrin' Dirt.
So Bluffdale, Utah, Stirrin' Dirt Racing's second derby of the season. Well, this is our 80s and newer show. Tonight we're going to have 2 heats, and then we're going to have a little fun with the passenger derby. That's always a good one.
You know, and the first Stirrin' Dirt passenger derby we had, I was not in attendance, so I've actually never seen a passenger derby, so I'm really excited about that.
So our passenger derby is a female driver with a brake, male passenger with the gas pedal.
Oh, I would love to put me and my wife out there. Oh.
Well, we're excited because it's going to be a great night tonight. We got a lot of great sponsors. We're going to start it with the best heat of the night right here behind us, the Power Wheels with the little kids. Crowd's filling in.
Yeah, we have probably, 3,000 people.
3,000 people, yep.
Good evening, overlooking the beautiful Salt Lake Valley. Not very few clouds in the sky. And
you could ask for a better
70,
night.
So I am way excited.
All right, we're out here in the pits with Dakota Johnson, the defending champ, Rachel Bowman, DJ Cameron. All right, we're here with Chance Polson in the pits with Stephen Lamb. He's driving the X9. Hey, I'm here with the Neal girls. Hey, we're here with Whitney out in the pits. Hey, we're out here with Bluffdale's finest. Colton, how many times have you been to the Derby?
Bluffdale Derby, first time.
This is our 5th year.
This is my first. This is the first one out here, yep.
I'm from Arkansas and I'm out visiting my family. Come out for the Derby every year, so yeah.
We're just watching for flames, rollovers, cars upside down, trap patients, whatever it takes. We're here to help out.
I'm here for the fun because it's the first time I put my boots on this summer. Woo!
Rachel, what kind of car are you driving today?
I'm driving 79 Chrysler 300.
It's a 77 El Camino.
94 Ford Crown Vic.
This is a 1983 Fifth Avenue Chrysler.
What kind of car are you driving today?
An 81 Chevy LeBaron.
That's an 85 Lincoln.
Any kind of modifications that you've done that you kind of hope to help you win tonight?
We've just built it to the rules as strong as we could. I got a good bumper on the front of it. I hope to do some damage and have fun.
Hey, nothing. It's a turd of a car. I'm just going to go out and finish it.
All right.
My husband did everything. I just painted it, so.
Any kind of modifications you made today that you're hoping will help you out with tonight?
A Chevy motor. It's the only thing I can think of to put in a Ford to make it run right.
We stuffed a 460 in it through the week.
Any kind of like specific strategy you got going on today? Because this is a one-man show, right?
Yes, it's a one-man show and it's foot in the floor.
Looking to total a car. See what happens.
What's your strategy tonight?
Just keep my car moving. Don't get hit.
No, don't get hit. That's yeah. I mean, this is your turf, right? I mean, defending champ. So how do you feel about being the front runner? People are coming after you.
I know. I'm here with every intention of being the target, and I'm just here to take it.
All right. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
Good luck. All right. Thank you, DJ.
Hey, you're good.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Chance, hey, good luck tonight. Good luck.
Oh, I'll need it.
Beautiful day. It's 70 degrees, nice little breeze blowing.
All I know is I'm excited to wreck some cars, so.
Rachel, we just got done with the first heat. Rachel's one of the winners. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What happened out there?
It was really hard to drive out there. It was really thick and there's ruts. It was kind of watered down a little bit, so it's slippery. But other than that, I mean, it was fun.
You kind of got stuck there in the middle. How did you get out? Like, what was that about?
Well, my shifter pin popped out, so I kept going to neutral. And so my motor's just popping. I thought I didn't have reverse. I looked down and I realized it was my pin, so I put it in reverse and was able to go. So.
Oh, nice. And then you were able to get out and go again.
Yeah.
What needs to be done to the car to get into the main event?
We just need to cut some fenders a little bit, get them away from the tires, and let it cool down and fill it up with water, and we should be good to go.
Right. All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck in the main event.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're here with CG. Can you talk to us a little about winning that first heat? Like, how were you? What was your strategy there going into that?
Just keep going and don't stop.
We saw you out here earlier working on it. What were you doing to get it ready for the main event?
Just clean up the fender wells and put a bypass in it. And that was about it.
It was in pretty good shape then.
Yep.
We're out here in the pits with Chance. After heat 1, Chance, you took a kind of a deadly blow there at the end. Can you kind of tell us what happened to your car?
I broke my axle.
Are you going to be able to make it again?
I'm not. Nobody runs these crappy rear ends. I don't think.
No? So you're kind of done for the night, huh?
Yeah, she'll be back next year. I'll have to build one for next year now.
We're here with Dakota, one of the 3 winners of Heat 1. Dakota, what happened there at the end?
Full throttle.
Full throttle. So you ready to go?
Yep. We're pretty much ready to go back in.
Awesome. All right,
Put some
Dakota.
water in it and see what happens.
we're here with Darren Bunker, one of the winners of the second heat. Darren, can you take us through what happened there at the last little bit?
Just out there having fun, just
Yeah?
hitting cars.
And I saw you drive out. What do you have to do to the car to get it for the main event?
Just get some fresh water in her and she's good to go.
Here with Dustin. Dustin, you didn't make it through the first round, or the second heat, right? Can you kind of tell us what happened right there at the beginning?
I got a little bit ahead of myself and decided to hit my gas and end up on the wall.
But on the some good news though, you'll be pretty good shape for the Grudge match, right?
Oh, definitely, it's going to be on.
What kind of car do you have right now?
79 Chrysler Cordoba.
All right, Dustin. Well, good luck in the Grudge.
Thank you.
We're here with Garrett. After the Grudge match, what do you have to do to get into the main event to get your car rolling the way you want it?
Right now, I've got a knock coming from my rear end. Whether it's a U-joint in the drive line or the rear end itself, I don't know. But other than that, nothing really.
What are your plans for the main event, man? I mean, what kind of strategy you got going through?
I'll be honest, I think I lost my brakes in there, so try not to hit the wall again.
All right, so Robert, in the Grudge match, you had that big pile there. Can you take us through what you were thinking, man?
I was thinking about just keeping them all stuck, and then I figured, you know what, I wanted to go longer, make these guys happy.
Nice. Hey, way to go. I outlasted all the way through. What happened at the end, though?
They busted my rear axle, and I got stuck.
All right, man, so what are the plans then? What are you going to have to do to this thing?
Straighten it out and take it somewhere else.
All right, we're here with the Grudge match winner, Josh. Josh, can you take us through what happened in the Grudge match?
It was pretty chaotic out there.
Yeah,
Always is. Yeah, this is only my third derby I've drove in, so I'm still pretty fresh at it.
The car still looks like it's in pretty good shape. What do you got to do to get it ready for the main event, which is in like a half an hour, I think?
Like 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
It's nosing up pretty hard, so my bumper's getting high, so it's exposing my motor. So it's kind of have to run it how it is. There's not a whole lot we can do to fix it right now.
Figure out who's actually shifted. This is actually stock class field car. That's the rule. Knock them free. Here we go. And the wheels are kind of moving. Got 63. There he goes. He ain't got much power. The road car spittering, sputtering. 63 kind of moving. And bailing. They got to win first place. That'd be nice little wedding gift. You think, like you think Sam the letter hang with Kelsey over the bed? The Harvard is still going. Boston, the last minute. They're trying to stay on. We got stuck with that head. Got us up to the roof to see if we can knock them free. See if we can lay our weights on that passenger side.
All right, we're here with Wooden and Whitney. Hey, you guys raced in the couples heat. Talk to us a little bit about how that was. You were covering the
brake and the steering. It was good. It was sweet. It was fun.
What about you, Wooden? How was that?
I definitely, we'd be going across the arena. I'm like, no, don't hit him there. Stop. And then I'd realize my foot's on the gas pedal. So.
we're here with the second place, right? 88, car 88.
Yep.
Can you kind of go through what happened there at the end?
Just going and lost steering early in it, and just fighting the steering the whole time out there. I was lucky to end up where I did. I shouldn't have got that far, but I did.
We were talking to some of the other guys. Was there like a strategy y'all had at the end?
No, just go hit people.
Just go hit people?
Yep.
Well, hey, congratulations on the second place finish. All right, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank
oh my
you.
gosh, 2 times in a row.
Yeah, back to back. It's crazy.
What were you thinking? Take us through that last little bit of kind of running around with 88s.
I knew they were after me, so I had to go right back after them. It was a lot of fun.
And pushing everybody up. I mean, did you think that you were going to be able to get out when they had that 4-car pile up?
No, I thought I was going to be stuck. A couple times I thought I was stuck, but pulled through. So the car held up really nice. I was really happy with it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
Awesome show. Thanks for putting on a show.
Thank you.
Well, here you are at the end of a wonderful evening.
You know, it wasn't the hardest show I've ever seen, but I think the main event, you know, Rachel winning it again, and she earned every bit of it.
Well, let's back up. Rachel, 2-time champion of the Bluffdale Derby this year.
You know, and you know, she was getting razzed on the internet about coming and getting whooped. She pulled it out and earned every bit.
She did.
But there were some very good drivers out there.
Hey, we got another show coming up right after this.
Would that be the Hot Rockin' Fourth?
Biggest derby on the West Coast.
Can I drive?
No. $40,000 in prize money. We got almost 50 cars in that show.
And you do not want me to drive?
You cannot drive. We don't take cheaters.
Okay.
Hey, we got drivers from all over the nation coming to that. We got guys from Canada, North Dakota, Washington, Colorado,
Possibly Texas.
Texas, California,
Ontario,
Utah, Idaho, Wyoming.
Canada.
Canada. So they're coming from everywhere to drive the Hot Rockin' 4th, July 4th, Ogden, Utah. Biggest show on the West Coast. Join us there. That's our next show. This is a wrap on Bluffdale. See you guys next time.